My name is Julia Mick, and I'd love to take a few minutes to tell you about me, about the Breath of Love work I have been doing for 12 years now, and the Fulfilled Living course that's coming up at the end of June. And either you join us for the Fulfilled Living course or not, I hope these few minutes we spend time together will help you get inspired and help you remember what truly matters the most in life. Because I know the schedule can get packed and the to-do list can get really long and there are a lot of responsibilities on your plate, right? And how much time do you get to yourself? At least the clients I work with, the women I work with, they can be brilliant and amazing and intelligent with a big heart, but there is so much on their plate. They're so overwhelmed. They just have a hard time taking time to themselves and time to do what they love to do, time to cultivate a capacity to create a new kind of reality, a reality of peace, ease, clarity, inner guidance, checking in with themselves. What is their soul purpose? What they're here really for? So I hope this time right now will just make you think a little bit more about what is the bigger picture of your life? What are you here for on this planet? It's not just to work hard and pay bills. And it's also not to be in service to others at the expense of yourself. It's not about being overwhelmed and stressed out. The more you tap into your inner peace and inner clarity, the more your contribution to the world becomes steady, sustainable, nourished. You feel nourished, you feel supported, you feel held, you feel at rest while giving. And that's when you can give a lot, when you at the same time know how to receive and be supported along the way. So with a lot of clients that I work with, there's this theme of soul purpose and how to live soul purpose with ease and abundance. I tend to work with a lot of artists or healers, or teachers, just light workers, and they have something big to give. They know they have a big gift. They might be in the corporate world, but they know that there's something bigger they're doing with their employees, with their colleagues, and they know that presence matters. But they cannot give the fullness of the gift when they are stressed out, or when they're overwhelmed, or when they're exhausted. You cannot give much from that place, right? You cannot give much to your family from that place. So I have realized it's a step-by-step process to get to the place of living your soul purpose, your soul's gift, with ease and with abundance. So the first step is to get out of exhausted place. If there's any exhaustion or physical pain or imbalance in your physical health, that's usually the first thing that has to be taken care of. And if you're a healthy, conscious, evolutionary being, you most likely have that already in place, at least to a certain degree, but that has to be in place, like diet or exercise, because if your health suffers, if you're exhausted, if you're not feeling well, you cannot even find inner peace because you're suffering. Your body is legitimately suffering. How can you find inner peace? Or how can you tap into inner guidance? And you don't have energy to accomplish what you need to accomplish in life. So that's the first step. That's like the most basic step. The second one is cultivating your capacity to find inner peace. That's a big one, right? And not just inner peace in a moment of meditation, but inner peace that can be sustained in your everyday life. And inner peace that you can tap into even in challenging situations, even in the midst of conflict. That's the inner peace. The next step is knowing your value, knowing that you matter, that you have a gift to give, knowing that you're beautiful, that you are brilliant, and there is something so important that wants to flow through you, that wants to bless the world around you. If that's not in place first, it's going to be very hard to make choices and decisions that actually benefit you and benefit your life and bring abundance to your life. Because deep underneath things, you won't believe you deserve it. So you have to believe that you more than deserve it. And resting in your value, feeling the love that you have for yourself. That's a very important step. And then after that is inner guidance. When you have inner peace in place, knowing your value, then you start tapping into this flow of alignment inside of you that guides your way forward. And this flow of inner guidance is really your soul, your spirit, your bigger picture of life speaking to you and guiding you towards most harmony, most abundance, most ease, most well-being possible. But the trick is to learn to listen to it, to hear it and follow it. And that's a huge piece. Definitely a very big one. I have cultivated it for many, many years, and it has created miracles in my life. It has created miracles in my clients' life, because there's just this clear inner knowing what's the best decision to make, what's the best choice to make, and taking that path forward into the life of living my soul purpose with abundance, prosperity, and ease. Oh, I wish that for you too. And after that, that's what starts happening. The inner guidance usually immediately starts taking you towards what is your soul purpose, what is your biggest gift to give. And it starts showing you how to give it. And right away after that, the soul purpose, when you keep following your inner guidance, comes abundance. If you're doing something that actually is not satisfying for you, if you're not in alignment with what you're here to do in this life, then that's struggle. Then it's very hard to make money. It's very hard to have abundant life, because you're actually pushing in a wrong direction. And as soon as my clients start living the gift fully, it doesn't mean they have to change even jobs, but they tap into the core essence of their soul, this frequency of the gift they are here to give, and it feels, first of all, so satisfying and blissful when they feel it inside of them. But when they tap into it and start following it, immediately clarity arises about how to receive abundance. New opportunities show up. They start seeing clearly what to do, where to go, whom to call. Like this clarity arises about this path into an abundant life. And that's what I wish for you, because this is possible and it is important, and you deserve to have this kind of life. And this is why I created the Fulfilment Course. It takes you step by step through these important thresholds, so you can start living your soul purpose fully, with confidence, with ease, with inner peace, and with abundance. And the fulfillment that arises from that is profound. So come join us. It's an ongoing support that makes the biggest difference. I've seen people do one session with me, or two or three, and they can have profound breakthroughs and profound aha moments, and they feel so much better and they have clarity. But to create a sustainable change, a change that lasts and deepens and grows and expands, for that ongoing support is necessary. That's why I've created this 6-month program. It's a small group, so if you get a yes now, if there's an excitement in you, you're like, yes, I want a life like this, then follow it. Take that step. Give yourself this gift of a deeply fulfilling life. You deserve it. And we'll have a small group of people, and we'll get to support each other. I'm there for you, guiding your way. It's a deeply experiential process. It's not about theory. It's not about talking. It's about tapping into this embodied sense, embodied knowing of your value, of the inner peace, feeling the inner guidance, being able to follow it immediately, and creating a whole new reality for yourself. So come join us. It will be so good to have you with us.